Love that intro music. Can't go wrong with that good techno beat. All right, April 24th, 2023. Back at it again on a Monday evening. Talking shit with my friends about greater pop culture and influence and all that fun stuff. Let's see, right now we're going to add to the stream my brother from another mother, Make Havoc. Got a new avatar there. Is that Bane?
Yeah, that's Bane. My homie Bernard Chang did that nice sketch for me. Did up. He did it at WonderCon. Bane bust.
Was that this last year?
Yeah.
Or just a couple weeks ago?
Just a couple weeks ago, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. Came out pretty good.
So we're leading up to Amazing Vegas. How's it going for you?
It's going. It's this weekend. I'm barely picking up. I'm barely getting my books out. There's a lot of great artists. I don't know if you saw the list.
Romita Jr. dropped out, right?
Yeah, Romita Jr. dropped out, and Dan Jurgens dropped out because of a death in the family.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But they added way more people. James Lewis put a link to the entire list if you want to check it out. It's on our Facebook group. And you can put it on the screen. It shows exactly all the artists and writers. It's a really good list. Shout out to the J brothers out there. They did an amazing job on this lineup, and it's only for the artists and writers. We're not even talking about the actors and the voice people and all that stuff. That's a whole different thing. They have a lot of those people too. A lot of famous people on that side too. So it looks like it's going to be a really good con. And I mean, I'm pretty sad that Dan Jurgens is not going to be there since he was one of my top guys that I wanted to see.
Let's see. We have another addition to our stream today. The most electrifying homie on WATNOT, Fuzzy.
What's up? What's
Woo!
up?
Woo! All right, let's see.
That's right, baby.
We're taking a look at what's going on for J Brothers this weekend. Amazing Vegas Con. So let me see what I got
Yeah,
for all y'all's.
yeah. There's a pretty good link that Lewis put on the Facebook group. It shows
But they don't
everybody.
have
Here we go.
the most electrifying booth. Who his special guest is, which is Greg the Hammer Valentine, baby.
Now, go with the straight link, and it shows you like it has every single person.
This is the link he sent.
Oh, okay. Look, well, it looks different. Okay, there you go. See, like if you go down, you start seeing
James Tinian, Kevin Eastman, Larry Hama, man, Adam Cooper,
Starlin.
Jim Starlin, Ian
I know.
Lee, Mark Bagley, Mike Choi. The homie Norm Ratman.
George Genty is really
Chan Harden.
He's really good. George Genty. He did the Weapon X books. He did a bunch of Gambits books. He's done a lot of art. So he's one of the guys I'm gonna go try to get a sketch from.
And we have more guests on our stream today. We have straight from our representatives from the South. Just outside of Nashville, we got Jay the Geek and the Comic Lizard. All right, let's see. Martin Simmons, Brian Haberlin, Alvaro Bueno. Es la más mejor Alvaro que todos. Fernando Blanco.
Siente sentados,
JP
por favor.
McFly. JP McFly, huh? Oh, Carl Altstetter. That's the homie right there. Tony Fleeks, Mike the Buffalo, Jamie Sullivan. I got a really good hookup on that G.I. Joe book from him. Melinda Young, Jamie Jameson, John Gang, Stephen Grant, Logan Libera, Doug Brody, Jamie Tyndall, Murat Michaels. There's the extreme guys, man. Brian Kincaid, the Winter Twins.
There's another also. The Soso. She's gonna be there. She's a great cover artist.
Who's that?
And Soso, the girl right there. Soso
okay.
Baker. She's a great cover artist. And then there's another booth. I forgot the booth number and the name, but they're also gonna have Ben Harvey out there too. So he's a amazing artist. So he's gonna be out there at the con. So if you guys like Ben Harvey, go check him out. He's gonna be at the Amazing Comic Con.
And booth 208 is gonna have Greg the freaking Hammer Valentine. It's Valentine's weekend this weekend in Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen, at Fuzzy and the Fat Man's booth. There you go. Can you hear us?
All right, good times. Are you good? Can you hear us?
Can you hear? I don't think they can hear us.
They're having technical difficulties right now.
What's up, Hector Valenzuela? Dude, we did rad, man. Go back to the channel, check it out.
Yep.
Collection Connection on YouTube, Hector. We did our rad review.
Nando Knight came by today, dude, and dropped off these awesome books. I think I'm gonna keep some of them.
You best not touch none of those books, buddy.
Oh, look at that! Look at those. Oh, man! I think I'm keeping them all. Hey, Havoc, here you go. Watch. There's my jam.
You believe in love.
What do you think, Havoc?
Oh, nice.
These are yours.
I
so
know.
Tell us, Fuzzy.
This
is one of the bigger cons you got a booth at, right?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. They came out really good.
They did. They came out like 2 of these, dude. I would definitely submit. That's all I'm saying to you, dude.
Put them on put like a little tag of which ones the ones you think you can submit.
Okay.
Yeah, write a little put a little tag, a little dot or something, and
I'll give it a gold star.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, this is one of the bigger ones that I've done, and I'm a little nervous about it, but like I figure I got Greg the Hammer there. I'm gonna have I'm thinking that I'm gonna put the Plinko board up, and everyone that buys something gets to drop a Plinko chip down, and you get this, extra off, if you hit the jackpot
or get $1 book or something.
One of the other little ones and stuff. So yeah,
All right.
Whatever. Like I'm gonna try to make it fun for everybody. You guys got it? Testes? Nothing?
That's weird because you guys look good, but there's no sound.
We just got off the recording for the other one too. They were on there.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Let me send you guys another link.
Dude, this is the scariest version of Send Me in an Angel. It sounds like the guy's like, send me in an angel. I put this in the devil. I'm going to go see, I think I'm going to go try to see Evil Dead tomorrow night.
Dude,
So yeah.
the makeup job that they did on the possessed in that movie was fucking amazing. We knew it was going to be scary because the previews were scary as hell. So we go, and this was going to be the kind of movie that I was going to bring some fucking blankets to the theater so that I could hide and like peek out from underneath when it got scary, and I forgot the damn blankets. So me and my wife are just both like holding each other as it's going. Now it doesn't have jump scares, but it's got those suspense scares where it's like they're talking and you see something go by in the background and you know it's going to come and get them or do something. And when it does, it doesn't go boom or boo or anything like that, but just the time you spend waiting for, it was just, they did the suspense well. It was well directed, really well acted. The job that the actress that played the mother, I haven't seen her before, or if I have, I can't recall. But the way she was able to, it's not just makeup. Like the way she was able to contort her face, maybe they did some CGI shit in there or something, possibly. But it was amazing. It was amazing. Anything, guys? Josh and Liz.
They look like
they're having a hard time.
They're frustrated. 1 minute. What? Okay. Now, don't just answer me this.
He wasn't there.
Does ask. No? Like they didn't have him like pop up somewhere at the end or nothing like that?
This movie had no Yuri Goody Two Shoes. None of that. It was just a horror movie that had the Necronomicon was in it. There was a chainsaw in it. There was a shotgun in it, and there was really well done deadites in it. But it was not at all whatsoever 100% not a comedy. No comedy, none of that. So it wasn't a horror comedy. You didn't get the feeling that you couldn't tell that the director worked on Hercules or Xena or Spider-Man movies because these people didn't. But
yeah, I'm not into the horror stuff. I'm like, I pass.
Well, that's why I was gonna call you. But I was like, oh, Steve, don't watch this shit, dude. I can't wait, dude. Like, is it over the top gory or is it just perfect? Like, just
it's not
nasty,
over the top gory.
Okay.
There's
right.
some gore in there. There's some gore in there, but I think it was necessary and it was tastefully done. So
okay, see, I could deal with that, dude. Like I wanted to go for yesterday, but the kids were my son was coming back from San Diego, so I was like, "Fuck, all right, dude. I'm gonna sneak off Tuesday and go see it and shit." How about now?
Dumbasses now.
There we go.
What, did you do something? Why are you calling yourself dumb?
All right.
Because
we're using my
we're
phone.
We're using Josh's phone because for some reason my phone's not working. It works.
Did you guys use your phone for the other show?
Party. We used my phone. Yeah, for late to the party and
From
radioactive curry.
Yeah, her phone just wasn't.
Maybe you guys had a Jose occurrence or something. Because I remember Jose was trying to get on last week. I know when you're on these, you're plugged in, right, Fuzzy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the old
you're like,
let's turn it on and turn it off situation and see what happens.
Liz, stop watching all that porn. Okay, if you stop watching that porn, your phone will work better. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get the little bugs, the bugs that come in there.
Yeah.
So we're just talking Evil Dead, Rising, and you guys weren't able to see it, right?
I will not go to the movie theater and see that.
Oh, that's right. It's just too scary for Liz. And you know what? It was scary, Liz. It was scary.
Yeah.
The job that they did. They don't pull any punches. You know, ain't a lot of people walking out alive. And I was telling Fuzzy that it is not a comedy. There's no, you're gonna look good in two shoes. You're good in two shoes. It had Deadites. It had Necronomicon. It had horror. It had gore. The effects were very well done. The makeup was very well done. The acting was superb. It wasn't the same, but it wasn't bad. I thought it was great. I liked it. You know, if you were gonna restart and do something different than this, I think it was a good fresh start. You know, if you think that only if you needed goody two shoes, then it wouldn't work for you. But I recommend checking it out. You know, I think it had.
I was supposed to go tonight. Go ahead.
No, it had the nuts and bolts for a good movie, for a good horror movie.
I was trying to go see tonight before I came on the show with you, but I couldn't get out. I had to stay here with the kid. But James was going to see Suzu. Have you guys seen the trailer for this about the guy and the Germans I was like, dude, this is fucking Jada Geek's movie right here. Like, it's John Wick during World War II, and he's a either Swedish or Finn soldier that's done, right? He's done, and now he's a gold miner. And the trailer, you see him digging gold, and he finds a fucking vein, like a huge, brick of fucking gold. But it's 565 miles to the nearest bank where he can take it to get the money. And so he's going. Nando, my man. I'll show you guys what I won off of Nando's giveaway. I just got it today. But he takes the gold, and these German fucking Nazi soldiers show up, and they're doing the whole John Wick thing, and it's him and a fucking sheepdog. And they go, and they're like, oh, we're going to take the gold, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden he pops up and fucking shoves a knife into the guy's head. Jaded, I'm not lying to you when I say the guy throws a fucking landmine. The landmine hits the guy in the head, all one shot. No cut, no nothing. The landmine hits the guy in the head, just blows him up into pieces. Awesome.
This is in the theaters right now?
They were having a special screening James was going to or something, and I was like, fuck, dude, I wanted to go so bad because I watched the trailer, and I was like, oh, I want to see this, dude.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on. James is watching it right now. I was supposed to go with him today.
That's what I wanted to do.
I came late from work, and I was too tired.
Yeah, it looked hella good. They were and it was literally, it's John Wick in World War II. That's all you need to know. If you like the way Wick kicks ass, this looks like. There was literally a scene too in the trailer where the plane's taking off, they're trying to get away from him, and he's charging it with his fucking motorcycle and his pickaxe, and he slams it into the bottom of the thing as they're taking off, and you see the pilot turn around and go, oh, I think we have a problem. And I was like, yes, he's going to kill them all. Bravo. Haven't even seen the movie already, and I'm already giving it 2 thumbs up.
What's it called?
That's what we should. It's called Suzu, something like that. Suzu. Anyone in the audience?
Fuzzy's not a reliable. He's not a
no,
reliable.
If it's not in English, I don't know.
Yeah, it's called Suzu.
What? Spell
Yes,
it.
you have been to the Fortress of Fuzzy Tube. He came by today and check it out. He brought
Well,
me.
let's
my
do it,
goodies
Fuzzy.
with
I'm
him.
gonna highlight you, Fuzz.
All right, hold on. Let me get.
While Liz figures out how to spell whatever that movie is.
All right, so I got me DC versus Vampires signed. Got me Harley Quinn 0 signed by Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti. The sexy and beautiful Jenny Frison cover signed. That's hot shit right there.
Dude, she's
We got
dope, man.
Oh yeah, Tyler Kirkham DK3 signed 9.2 and 9.8 Damned signed by Brian Azzarella.
Is that number
wanted
one,
all this
Damned?
just for following that. Number 2.
No, it's number 2.
Oh, so no
bat
penis
dick
in that one?
this
Oh,
Yeah, no bat dick in that
Oh,
one.
but it's
And,
slabbed
hey,
though, dude. You can't beat it. Signed and slabbed.
That's what I'm saying. And Nando gave it to me for free because I followed him on Instagram. And if you follow Nando, you get in on these awesome giveaways. So why the fuck not, dude? You know, I love Nando, dude. Shit. And he brought me these. Got me some early ASM.
Oh,
Easily.
nice.
After Fuzzy Clean, I could get a high grade, super high grade on this. Hulk, got to do that one. Love that Farland. And then X-Men Annual.
Nice.
So, thank you, Nando, as always. You're always. Oh, wait. And he gave me this because he knows I love the Superman.
What a swell guy.
Oh, yeah. That's right. All you got to do is follow
him.
Literally, look at that. That's what Fuzzy got. That's some good shit right there.
All right, Arizona's coming up, Fuzzy. You got a booth there. Is this your biggest?
Arizona.
Why do I keep saying Arizona? Because they used to be
Las
Arizona.
Vegas.
Amazing Vegas. Good grief.
Yeah, they used
I've
to.
had Jimmy on 2 of my shows pumping this up, and I still can't fucking get it right. So, Amazing Vegas. And it's not in the middle of July, so it's not 150 degrees there this time. I think it's a great time to go to Vegas for a convention. And this is your first booth there, right? Is this the biggest con you've had a booth in? Nice. So what do you have?
Yeah.
What do you got in store for this occasion?
Well, we got, like I've been saying for the past couple weeks, it's Valentine's weekend, all weekend at Fuzzy and the Fat Man's booth because Greg the Hammer Valentine is there signing autographs, and he's going to do a whatnot with us. And then we're going to have some sort of I'm thinking Plinko. I think it's what it's going to be. Everyone keeps saying I should have a quarter and we flip a coin. I was like, I hate that because I'd rather just as people drop a thing and let them see if they won because we're in Vegas. So let's gamble. So you get to come and make some, hopefully get some money off of the price. And they got Kevin Eastman there. You know what I mean? I was like, fucking, I'm going to add to my collection of turtle shit. And then I got fucking Something's Killing the Children team there. Can't go wrong. And Marat's supposed to be throwing a VIP party on Saturday night. And I think it was like $100, but you get like a stack of exclusive poo books, and they'll sign them and do all that shit for you. And you could party with Marat and everybody. If you find Fuzzy and the show's ending and Greg's filling up to it, we can all go and hang out with Greg and have some beers and hear some awesome wrestling stories. Because let me tell you, again, no one tells a story better than Greg. And that's coming from Fuzzy.
You gonna record some?
I'm gonna see how I want to hang out with him some more this weekend. And then I had an idea after the last time we talked about doing something where, like, I'm gonna get these certain cons and stuff, take it to him and have him sign, and then have someone follow us and film us. So if you see, I'm gonna try to get Xerxes to show up to pitch him on the IDs, but he's the guy that always shoots all the stuff I ever did. He lives in Las Vegas, so I told him I was like, "Come to the show, come hang out." And I'm gonna try the secret of my success. That shit, you know what I'm saying, dude? Just fucking find an empty office and take over that shit.
Dope. All right. See what else we got going on this week.
Okay, I'm almost caught up on Mandalorian. I'm literally in like halfway through the last episode. That was what I was watching before we started, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I thought I make it, dude, but I didn't make it, dude." But I don't know what everyone was bitching about. I'm liking it, dude. I think I'm the only person in this group that liked it.
I've been watching different takes on it, and I didn't hate it, but I wasn't as enamored with it as I was with the first two seasons. It seems like it kind of departed from what they were doing originally. I didn't think it was in a bad way, but I'm also like a Star Wars fanboy. So let's see.
Okay, so spoil it for me, guys. Spoil it for me because I'm gonna watch it either way. But
well, where'd you get to?
I got to where it's like the beginning of the last episode. Mando's tied up. He just broke free. Grogu came in and fucked her. That was the part that was killing me. Was like the Grogu, as much as everyone hated his Krang body and shit like that. Like I love the fact that when shit was going down, he kept hitting the button that said no, 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 no. It was funny. I was laughing my ass off, dude. It's cute. Okay, whatever. You see, you guys are all jaded. You guys don't just love,
I'll just
Star
spoil
Wars.
it. Spoil it for you. Spoil it. Nando gets his little plot of land, and he's a little farmer sitting in front of his little Tatooine-looking house with Grogu playing with frogs in the pond.
Yeah, and he's gonna get a job off the books working for the New Republic doing bounty hunter shit.
So wait, that's it?
Yep.
Yeah, they kill the bad guy.
There's like a big fight scene and stuff like that in between, but like that's how it ends. He lives happily ever after with his little like Grogu.
I mean, I don't hate it, but I think Mando maybe should have gone out in the blaze of glory if this is going to be his last season or whatever, and they're going to go with the what's her nuts, the other Mandalorian.
Boca Raton.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Boca
they
Raton.
get Mandalore. They get their planet back, and they're gonna rebuild, and they get to sing "Kumbaya" as Mandalorians do, and he goes to do his odd jobs because he's a good Mandalorian now, and he has to take a legit, not so rough and tumble kind of jobs because he's got a kid to raise. If anything, the spin that they threw on this is a single father raising his son. That's different. That's not something you normally see.
My kid was freaking out when the Gatling gun Mandalorian, the one, like, you know how they had the whole episode where they took his kid and they had to climb the thing to get it. So the whole time he's getting stabbed and shit, my kid yelled out, "He's got a son!" I looked at him and I was like, "Damn, dude. I forgot he had a son, but yeah, you're right, he has a son."
I did think that here's my my unboxing of the week. 0 Point Fortnite Batman. Got that from Amazing J Bros.
Nice.
For $5. Not bad at all. I know that book was hot for a minute. Woo. And then he always gives you
Get the code in it because you can get the Harley Quinn code.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the pertinence was, but I wasn't able to make the show, so I figured I'll get a book. And then hopefully I have another unboxing coming up.
I was about to say yours should be coming soon, so He bought one from Fuzzy, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. I thought I mailed it, and it was at the bottom of my floorboard. I was like, "Fuck, dude!" And I grabbed it, and I was through it. I was like, "So it should be a day late, but still, it's on
You'll
its
be
way.
all right.
On its way."
I'll just hold your paycheck for coming on the live streams until it goes through.
Dude, I saw a trailer for a documentary that looked dope as fuck, and it was called The Phenomenon, and it's about this guy has evidence about this UFO that crash landed. Like it's like our Roswell in Brazil, but it happened in 1996. Do you guys ever remember
Is
hearing
this?
about that?
I just didn't. Wasn't it just on Rogan? Didn't they just talk about
Yeah,
it on Rogan?
yeah. Rogan,
And then the
Rogan
guy
was
carried the
talking about it.
alien.
Yeah,
The guy carried the
and, like,
alien,
went
and,
into
it got slime on him or some shit, and it ended up killing him.
yeah.
I just
wanna
saw
see that shit.
a reel, like a 1 minute, one of those 1 minute, like almost TikToks from Joe Rogan's show.
That's what I saw. It was like one of those. It was like but it was on YouTube, and it was like they give you a sample of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, okay. Then I watched it because I was watching the Ric Flair one, and then fucking I saw that one, and I was like, oh, I want to see this fucking trailer. Because then I watched it, and I was like, this looks good.
I'm excited for Vegas, man. I really like to. I would have loved to have gone to that one.
It's gonna be a good show. I can't wait. I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
Nando
looking
gave me
for
a
books.
box of stuff.
Yeah, see, I gave him that idea yesterday because I saw him yesterday. I went to the to his job and hanged out with him for a while up there at his work, and he was supposed to be flying out there. So I just told him, like, why don't you just go to Fuzzy's house, drop off a box, and you'll just get over there, and you sign it, and then we'll bring it back. Either Fuzzy keeps it, or I'll take it with me, and I'll see you when I go over there again to your work. He said that's a good idea.
No, May. What is it called? May the 4th is coming, fool. We got to go then, definitely. I'm gonna try to get me whatever coin that was that they said you're getting.
Oh yeah, I already told him. I spoke to him on Sunday. I already showed him the picture that I want, and I'm like,
no, I'm gonna sell some of Nando's books at the booth, and so I told him, I said but he has to buy me one of them tall drinks that I always got to get. You know what I'm talking about, Steve? Them big tall fucking slushies and shit.
The slushy ones that you like.
The man drinks. That's right. Ugh.
Yeah, crazy. Hey,
I can't wait.
Are you guys going to be coming out this way, either of you two, before that?
No, not anymore. Because we're leaving on. Actually, I was going to ask you Thursday. Hey, I might work from home on Thursday.
Okay, cool.
Well,
I got to take the wife in for surgery on Wednesday. So Thursday, yeah, she's getting
blessings to you guys.
No, she'll be fine, dude. She's tough. She's tougher than I am, and I'm pretty fucking tough. So I hope she'll be all right, but she'll be fine. But Thursday, I figure as long as I can get everything put together, well, I can leave whenever you're ready to go. So.
Well, yeah.
James, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
At 12, I'm thinking we should leave around 12 o'clock so we can get before the traffic. So if you want to come to my house at 12, roll out there.
Oh, you come here? Oh no, because then you gotta leave.
I can't leave my car there. Yeah,
you're like in the San Dimas area, Fuzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's closest to me out of you three? You two and James.
Oh, James.
I have a Larry Hama action figure on the car that I got.
James is not going to
James is
con.
closer.
James is not going?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
I'm going to try to hook up with one of you guys.
The only people are going to go now, it's you, me, Nando, and that's it. Isaac backed out. Jose backed out. And I haven't spoken to Lego, so I don't know if he was going to go or not. But those two guys backed out, so I was like, okay.
I think
Yeah.
Isaac's too cool for me. That's all.
Is it
Yeah.
this weekend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, because if it's next weekend, Josh and I would try to make the trek. Because you have Friday off. We could spend the day out driving Friday and then see you on Saturday and spend Sunday driving home.
It's worth it, man.
Vegas with these chuckleheads?
No, I can't go. Nando, I can't. I can't go. I could even get in, but it's getting there. It's I would love to go. I have a good time.
Well, that's why I'm trying to go, because we have to be there by 7 to set the booth up. But so that's why I was like telling Steve, I was like, I got to be up there on Thursday, and then we don't want to drive back Sunday. So
Hell
I
no.
was like, fuck it, we'll stay. We can stay till Monday, take our sweet time coming back. I
Yeah.
agree, Nando. Everyone's wussing out on
Oh, but I've got
Vegas.
a
I
really-
told James to come down. Like he could have rolled with us, but I don't know. He's also being a little baby.
Yeah, just because
What they miss out on? What you guys miss out on? Which
On
team's
that
talking
movie.
about?
The movie,
Evil
that
Dead?
movie.
The Suzu
Oh,
movie.
James, spell it for us so I can tell. I kept
SISU,
saying
and
it
I
wrong.
watched the preview. I watched the preview.
Tell
for
me it didn't look great.
Dude, it looks
That
so
looks
good.
awesome.
It does.
It's supposed to be a really good movie.
They didn't kill his dog this time. Him and his dog are fucking shit up, dude.
I
This
thought I
is
saw the
John
dog
Wick's
in the
great
trailer. I was
uncle.
like, man, they better not hurt that dog. I'm tired of that. Like, I just got done watching a Star Trek The Next Generation episode with like a little alien thing in it, and the guy's running around with like a disruptor ready to like shoot and kill everything, and I'm like, you better not kill this alien thing because I'm gonna be super pissed. Can't handle it.
Yeah, that's
There it
that's
is.
Lucy's
It's
thing.
Susu.
You could murder like everybody in the film, but if you kill a dog, it's over.
An animal. It doesn't matter. Even an alien animal. It doesn't matter.
An alien animal?
Well, I'm not that bad. I used to get mad at my so growing up, my dad would take me to the movies every Sunday, right? And if I ever saw a trailer of a movie that was like 3 months down the line coming out and had something to do with the dog, I would like try to hide the trailer from my dad. Like I would, if it was going to come on to a movie we were watching on VHS, because he would be like, "We're going. We have to go see that shit. Let's go." And then the one that just stopped him from watching them now was that new one about the dog dying and keep getting reincarnated as another dog.
Yeah, no,
That movie
I'm not-
fucked us all up, dude. That movie is fucked up, dude. Like I was
What's
like,
the thing about dog movies, man? They always fucking kill the dogs, dude. Ever since Old Yeller, dude, whenever I see a dog, Turner and Hooch dies. Fucking. How many did they have in the 80s?
That Turner Hooch movie was pretty good, man. But that was
but with Turner and Hooch, at least like he a spirit of him lived on through his puppies.
yes, that's a happy ending.
Old
right
Yeller, dead. Turner and Hooch is dead.
Well, see,
Beethoven?
Old Yeller,
Did they kill
Old Yeller had
Beethoven?
puppies.
No, Beethoven lived. He lived.
Yeah, because he had like 10 movies.
Cujo
He was
died.
like
Yeah.
he was like it's like that Chris Rock joke. Beethoven wasn't as good of a dog. It's like Tupac Shakur dead, Biggie Smalls dead, Vanilla Ice still alive. Like, if they're gonna take any of those dogs, I would rather them taking Beethoven than Old Yeller.
No, the one that got me.
Yes, doggone dog in the West.
All right, so let me show you what Nando's putting in my booth. It's all right.
All right,
You know what I mean,
ready?
It's just like, ladies and gentlemen. Normally, I have to put gloves on to hold things, but I'm gonna just check out. Tales of
Raw
suspense,
dog
dude.
Raw dog it, ew.
Here's something that James will love.
Marky,
Looking good.
shut up.
We got Flash 147. Boom. Love that cover. This one's super clean. It's got one little ding on the spine, but other than that. And this is my favorite cover. This is the cover I told Nando if I do good in Vegas, I'm just gonna buy it off him.
That's a beautiful cover.
This is one of the ones that I always buy whenever I see it. If it's cheap enough, I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, grab it. I got like 6 copies of it. I got some Captain America.
Stop frowning.
We got 102. And we got a 118.
That's a nice color.
Got that
And
fire.
I think the person that's going to save the MCU, Doctor Doom.
That's a beautiful cover, dude.
Yeah.
It looks clean too.
The Tales of the Astonishment. So I'll have all those in my booth. And again, Nando said that if I sell them all, he was going to give me a head hunt, like 10 grand or some shit like that. So help me reach that 10 grand number. And we said it here on the show, so it's legal. It's a binding contract. Sorry, Nando. I fucked it up, dude. I fucked it up, dude.
Nice. All right. You know, these are the times, it's weird, right? We get in between shows. We don't have as much homework to do, but then we get here and there's less and less stuff to talk about. But usually we'll stumble across some kind of gold or go down in some kind of a rabbit hole where there's cool things for us to talk about.
Well, it doesn't help that The Mandalorian was absolute trash. So
That's crazy as fuck. What are you talking about? It was good.
It was awful. You had fake Boba Fett, you had fake Yoda, and you had fake Darth Vader, and it still sucked.
Get out of here with your nonsense.
It was so
They gave
dumb.
me Krang that goes, no. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper, dude. That shit made me happy. I was like, oh, that's
No,
awesome.
he's gonna retire to a stupid farm and raise a 60-year-old man. Get the fuck out of here, man. What is
That's
this?
a
This is like
baby. It's a
this is like
baby.
new crazy.
And he's not. What are you talking about? He's not retired. He's working.
Sitting in diapers, wanting to be raised by other people. It's gross.
He's not even retiring. What are you talking about? Why are you lying? So, like, come on.
Why am I lying? I can almost guarantee
How
that
is he
this
retiring?
is the last
If
we're going to see of
If
Mando.
they're using him,
His
they're going to
turn
use
is
him
done. He's
No,
done. He's done. Bo-Katan will replace him next season, and we'll have
See, my
girls
cat's
get
even
it done.
pissed.
Girls get it done.
no.
I felt like it was becoming a Boca Raton show. I did feel that. I agree with
Boca
that.
Raton?
That's what I felt like. I wanted to go
it's
visit there.
just
and
like the
watch
guy
some
said, it's
shows.
going straight from all the
Boca Raton.
cartoons. It's going straight with the ship, going straight with the cartoons and the rebels and stuff. So it's perfect.
It's over.
I
Hey,
can't
but
wait
we're
for
The dark saber is broken. So what the hell was the point of that? There's no point to it. We got
That's the only thing that's the
Baby
only
Yoda
thing that kind
running
of
around
bothers
on the
me.
lights. Woo, I'm dodging the things. So dumb. It was so dumb. So dumb. It was like the worst fight scene ever in Star Wars.
On what? What are you talking about?
It was terrible, dude. It was terrible.
No, it wasn't.
Look,
I'll
tell you what, Steve.
I'm
You can
with
have
Steve.
Star Wars. I quit.
Thank you. People are cheering in the background right now. Like,
Uh-huh.
finally, he's gone.
He's out until we have to watch it for something else.
He's gonna be back with Ahsoka.
Andor, honey.
There's nothing on if they do it.
They'll do it.
Well, they
there's
have
nothing
to. They
on the
have to do
docket.
it.
There's
They have to
nothing
do
on the docket, man. This is all trash.
Hey,
It's all
but-
trash. Kathleen Kennedy is still in. They're gonna produce a bunch of dog shit like Ray and fucking the acolyte stuff nobody wants. Nobody wants to see. Nobody cares. They took Mando out of his own damn show. They effed up Obi-Wan Kenobi. They've messed up everything except Andor, and I can't imagine that they're gonna do it. Disney is going down the fucking tubes. They burned up the dragon for Fantasmic. It's over. It's over.
I saw that.
I saw that shit, dude. I woke up in the morning, you know, you all got the eye muckles in the morning and shit. And I looked at my phone, I had my coffee, I was drinking it, and the first thing that pops up is just like the head of the dragon like burning, and I was staring at it for a long time. I'm like, I've seen this before. What movie is this, dude? Like, I'm still trying to put it together without reading the bottom. I'm like, what happened? And I look and I go, oh shit, this is Disneyland? Like, what the fuck? And then, I found other videos and I was like, that is gnarly. And I like watching everyone just stand there and film it. And you see the guy with I don't know if you saw the video, but he has the light, like trying to tell everyone to fucking leave and shit.
Yeah.
He's like, please go. And there's everyone just like, oh my God, look at it.
You hear like the voiceover. It's Fantasmic is experiencing some technical difficulties. So the show will have to stop and we'll move on.
It's burning down. Everything's burning down.
They basically burned about $50,000 right there.
Oh yeah. Oh more, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
but this is the second time this happened. So a float that has like a similar kind of effect in the Animal Kingdom, like one of the Florida parks out here. Like a similar thing happened. It has like a little spark where it's supposed to look like it breathes a little fire or smoke or something, and the whole float went up too, like on the street. Like just imagine one of the floats on Main Street with all those people there, and one of the floats just like starts to burn up. And I was like, dang, they're having some problems.
I told you that place is possessed by the devil.
My favorite Disney news of this week was the one that was published by the Babylon Bee that said Disney parks had to close because DeSantis opened a school within 1,000 feet. Good night, pedos.
God, you're not allowed to have some coffee this late at night.
No.
Oh, but no, this is the best part. So back to Star Wars is that Josh is going to fully enjoy the fact that we're going to a Star Wars convention at the end of the month.
There's one out there, or where are you going?
Yeah, it's out. It's in our town actually. It's in Lebanon.
Is it going to be like?
It's the IC. It's like the Intergalactic Community Comic Con or something, and it's all about Star Wars. So they're going to have a whole bunch of stuff out here, a bunch of vendors, and yeah, it's in the place that we had the Fight Laugh Feast place.
Do we know if they're going to be able to pull it off or not?
Yeah, I was just looking it up before we had technical difficulties.
It's not run by Disney, so they're not having problems.
It's like some guy that's a big Star Wars fan, and so he's doing it. He does it every year, usually around in the South here somewhere. So we got the lucky draw. So
lucky.
It'll be.
So
cool.
my brother was able to go to Disneyland. He's out from Texas. We had a little family reunion, and he said something that made so much sense that I'm surprised I hadn't thought about. But I was talking about how I haven't been there to see any of the new Star Wars stuff. The last Star Wars thing I saw that was new was when they changed Star Tours. So he's like, dude, this isn't our Star Wars. He's like, this is not the Millennium Falcon. This is the Millennial Falcon. And it's so there, and it's so obvious. I was like, dude, the Millennial Falcon, that's great.
Hey, I loved it, dude, when I went. And I hate Disneyland. Like, I hate going to Disneyland. My wife, that's my wife's favorite place in the world. I proposed to my wife at Disneyland for her because I knew she'd love it. Like, but I hate Disneyland. Like, I fucking hate it. Because it is not because I pay so much money, and again, I don't want to be that dick. Because the guy behind me, he paid the same amount of money that I did, probably a little bit more or a little less, whatever. But we all had to pay to get in there, right? I get it. But why do you have to, as soon as you walk through those gates, you have to become a fucking asshole? Like everyone does. They hit you with balloons. They hit you with the goddamn strollers. The fucking popcorn is thrown at you. Some kid throws up on the shoe. And then everyone's, especially right there where the Indiana Jones ride, and you go, and it's like this tight, and everyone's trying to push the stroller at the same time, and they're pushing at each other. I want to scream every time I'm in that place, dude. Like, but Star Wars, I will go through all that hell just to get there to go sit there in that Millennium Falcon. That Falcon is the shit.
That's not the Millennium Falcon. It has a round disc.
Shit, you're right about that.
Duh, shit, not piece of shit.
Whoa.
My thing
See?
is that
that's God punishing
That's the
it
dish.
for talking shit. That's what happened right
That's
there.
the dish.
With Star Wars, with the Star Wars land, every time I've gone there, all I can think to myself is the wasted potential. You know, they have the skill and the talent to make that happen, but they don't have the desire. What they want to do is to crush it under their heel, and that's what they've been doing. And that's what you see when you go to Star Wars Land.
God, you
Like,
need
how
to
hard
hug.
would it be?
Liz,
How
give him a
hard would it
hug,
be to
dude.
have
Like,
Darth
I
Vader
hate-
run around?
I hate Disney, and I
Right?
even don't hate it
Because
that
they don't
bad.
have anybody from the OT run around, do they? R2D2 doesn't roll around. C3PO doesn't walk around. Darth Vader doesn't walk around. It's just fucking Kylo Ren and those fucking Radio Shack stormtroopers, right?
Chewbacca.
Yeah, Chewie's there.
Apparently,
And the X-Wing, Luke Skywalker's X-Wing's there.
No, that's
Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron's X-Wing.
Hey, you see it your way, I see it my way, okay? I didn't see no name
So
on
in other
there.
words-
I just saw an
Fucking
X-Wing.
Color, Fuzzy. It's a different fucking
I'm
color.
colorblind, okay? I'm colorblind, so I don't know.
So in other words, the reason that you like Star Wars at Disney is because you're delusional.
Call it what you will. I call it ignorance is bliss. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it. I just
Was
can't
it the
believe
first
that I
one
get to
that Rob Liefeld was there?
fucking
It's orange
fly.
and black though, Fuzzy. Like
I-
see if you can
I
tell the
look
difference
gray to
between
me.
red and green.
No, there's literally colors, dude, that like my kids make fun of me all the time because they'll show me a color. Dad, like out of nowhere, they'll just be like, Dad, what color is this? And I have to sit there and stare at it. Like,
So do you look at where the
Purple.
stoplights fall in order to tell what's right?
It's
the
I know
position?
red's on top. That's why I don't like when they're across or like the ones that look like, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, I am so screwed. Or if there's more than one and there's not like an arrow at the bottom, I'll go, what did it say go? Did it say go? Let's go. Let's go. I'm legit colorblind, like bad, dude. Like, I'm telling you, next time you guys hang out with me, look at my dress, the way I dress. I either have a white T-shirt, a gray T-shirt, but no colored T-shirt or black. Those are the only ones I'll
Can
wear.
you pass James's test though?
Come here.
Is it black? It's black and yellow. Black and yellow.
It's orange and black.
Whatever. Fuck you guys, dude. You know what? This isn't making me fuzzy, dude. This ain't the DMV, all right, dude? I'm not your fucking monkey. It
This ain't the
like, yeah,
DMV.
it like goes like I
So in
have
other
to when I
words, Star Wars Land is good to you because not only are you delusional, but you're also a mutant.
That's right. Fucking X-Men, dog. An X-Men. No, I try again. I'm a half glass full guy. In my mind, I go, I never thought I would get to see anything like this, even though it's not the legit one. And I told you guys a story about me finding the guys who designed that shit. Like we were filming in their house. Like we were filming a behind the scenes for this guy. There's guys in Hollywood that make the music for all the phone games, like Pokemon Go and all that stuff. These guys do the music for it, and they record it in their house. And so we were there filming them for behind the scenes, and they do all kinds of 3D stuff, and they're real smart dudes. And I'm trying to plug a light in, right? Like I go to plug a light in. He goes, oh, just use a garage like that. Like just nonchalantly said that. And I opened the fucking garage and their whole garage was the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. And I dropped my thing. I was like, oh shit, what is this? And then they were like, oh, you're not supposed to be in there. And then they slammed the door shut. I was like, oh no, you done fucked up, dude. Like you have to let me take a picture, like sitting in the fucking captain's seat or something. Come on, help me out. And the guy's like, dude, we can't. Like we would get so in trouble. And he's like, he's like, I'll let you see what it looks like. And so he takes me downstairs into this basement. And it was the first time I put on legit 3D software thing. I put it on my head. And
Did he have you drink Jesus juice before he touched you?
No, but he looked like it. Like the whole time we were filming, right?
Willing.
Oh, I always do. I know. Steve is a witness. I don't say no. So, it takes me a minute sometimes where I go, oh, I got to say no. No, I got to say no. But anyways, another story for another day. Now, With this cat, dude, he did have like Jesus hair. Like you looked at him and you're just like, dude, this guy, I can't believe this guy makes this, because it was a huge house in Hollywood. Like it was like their studio. They had a basketball basketball court, full size, a tennis court, big pool. It was a big ass property, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? So one day we're at WonderCon and we're just walking around, and he's there promoting a fucking video game, and I see him walking, and he looked like the biggest nerd pimp I ever seen in my life. He had his arms out like this, dude, and just girls were all around him. And he was like, "Hey, Nick, what's up, dude?" I was like, "Oh shit, what's up, man, dude? Like, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh man, just did a panel. I'm on my way out, dude. Thanks again for shooting that for us. We'll see you again." I'm like, "All right, man, all right." I'm just like, I should have done music, dude. Look at these motherfuckers. He's making video game music, and just girls are falling out his armpits and stuff, dude. And he's rich as shit.
Yeah,
So
music licensing, that's very lucrative.
Yeah.
let me ask you a question.
Oh, God,
This will be
here we
for
go.
Make Havoc too,
This
because
sucks.
he's
I hate when he asks these types
he's
of
complicit
questions.
in this nonsense.
Ugh.
So given all of the damage that's been done to Star Wars since Disney took over, we could argue that damage was done before, but we'll just go since Disney took over. All of the horrible shit with the sequel trilogy, the terrible shows that have been put out, and you guys are still over there lapping it up like dogs in their vomit. I got to know, what is the line that has to be crossed before you're going to say, yeah, Star Wars sucks?
So I thought that was coming when I Saw Andor. I honestly thought that, because if you go back and watch these early episodes, I was going like, "This is terrible." I mean,
Well, you
even Nate was
motherfuckers
saying,
were. I was the only one that said it was good.
right, and I look, yeah, I call when I say shit and I'm wrong, I will admit it. I'm like, you know what, dude, I fucked up, but like,
I said I was wrong with Andor.
I didn't, because remember, I think me and Nate were saying that we didn't hear the hum of the lightsaber. You
What's
know
up,
what I mean?
brother?
He said it already crossed. Look,
He's the one.
Still,
This is my brother. He's the one that coined it the Millennial Falcon.
Oh, excellent, Daniel.
Daniel, he done started the fucking war. But the line I think it has to be is where you just don't give me start. Like, remember the Ewoks cartoon? I was in for the C-3PO and R2-D2 one, but when they did the Ewoks, I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. And then they gave us the Phantom Menace, and I was like, even that one, I was kind of like, damn, man, dude, this is like a lot of talking, not a lot of lightsaber and shit. And then, like, I feel like every time I had a complaint, George Lucas heard me, because then we got Clone Wars, and he had that, every Jedi in the fucking thing was fighting in that huge thing, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, man, this is cool, but I don't want to see really is Darth Vader and fucking, Anakin and Obi-Wan fight. And then they give me 35 minutes of a fucking battle. And by the time you're like, okay, I'm done, dude. Just kill the guy, dude. Get it done. But I did cry. I know. I love Star Wars, dude. Star Wars is always, but I think, again, like, what are we calling it now? The Goonie effect? I think that's the problem, is that we don't have that. Those first three are so awesome to us because they were, we were at the right time, the right age. Like, it was just amazing. So now when we see this stuff, they're aiming it towards those people, but they're shitting on our story that we love so much. So people get upset. I'm the kind of guy that just accepts it. I'm just like, dude, let's see where the story goes. It has to be really bad. Like, I love Fast and the Furious. I don't know how many times I can say it. That should be just proof right there that I will sit through anything, like, until it gets to a point where I go, like, even this last one, not the one we're gonna watch now, the Fast X, but the one before that, when they hit space, I was like,
I haven't seen that yet.
That was a far reach, but I'm still in.
I was holding tight. I was like, come on, don't do it. They just get like 2 seconds, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I can deal with it. Fuck it. It's a joke. Ha ha. Then we're done, But the part that just drew me was that, Cena, like, they have to do something like that where Like I'm telling you, when I saw her bury the lightsaber in the dirt at the end when Ren buried it, I was like, she's coming back. Like
Yeah,
that's
Hector.
yeah, I knew
He was at the
coming back.
beginning. I told him we reviewed Rad. He just went and watched Rad. He came back. That's dope. Thanks for watching, man.
That's right. Thank you, dude. That's another great pick by us. That's right, dude.
Oh, back
Hey,
to James'
it's not
question,
absolute
the
trash.
Ewoks movie. I love the Ewoks movie. I love Caravan of Courage.
Oh
It
my
was
god, I
perfect.
hated those.
Look, by comparison
love
to what we're
them.
by
I love
comparison to
them.
what we get now, the Ewok movies are masterpieces.
No, how dare you? How dare you?
Sure.
How dare you?
I'll
dude.
take the Ewok movie over the.
Would you rather watch the Ewok movies or watch Luke Skywalker die like a bitch again?
I'll watch the Ewok movie.
You keep
That's right.
throwing that one movie, okay? Look, fuck that movie. I agree with you. Fuck that movie. But they kind of saved it towards the end.
No, they did not. No, they did not. They did not save it at all.
Stretching.
You are stretching that. They did not save that.
Listen.
Nate, I put my bid in this week for Late to the Party. We should watch the Ewok movie.
Oh
No.
damn.
Please,
Oh
no.
damn.
Oh, please, no.
I think it's my
do
turn.
it.
It's actually
Come
my
on,
turn.
Nate.
Save us, Nate.
Just so you know, it's coming around then.
Go for it, Liz.
Yeah,
Well, you guys
come
are
on,
out
Nate,
next
I'll
week,
be
right?
down. Wait
We're
for
going to be
it.
off next week. Are you going to be back by Monday?
No, well, Monday night, I'll be back. I don't know if I
You can still
I'll-
go live on Monday, right? But we can't do any
Yeah,
reviews. All right,
Yeah.
so we'll have a.
That's right, James. No.
Yes.
So we'll have a week to. We'll have a week to wax up on this. I want to do something
Hey.
good.
They can't be rougher than Rad.
Hey, how
Hey.
dare you say
Dude, I'm
that
going
about
Cusack. I'm going Cusack just for that. We're gonna do Say Anything. He's gonna stand with the
I haven't
boombox.
seen that movie.
in your hey,
That's
and
one
if
of
you
those
and
movies,
The
one of
light,
those
the
80s
heat.
movies again that I never saw. It's one of those 80s movies I never saw.
okay,
So.
Liz, I'm not joking, Liz. Like we talked about Fuzzy's 5 movies he watched when he was a kid. If we're
Is
talking
this the
about
sixth movie?
no, this if there's a love like a romantic comedy or romantic movies, top 5 is this one. It didn't Say Anything. I love. There's literally the dumbest scene ever in that movie, and it's one of my all-time favorites. Where he's trying to explain to the dad, he's like, "I don't want to sell anything that's been bought or processed, or process anything that's been bought or sold." Like he's trying to like tell you, "All I want to do is be with your daughter," and you're just like, "What the fuck?" It's fucking weird ass guy. Love that movie.
You know, I don't want to bring back grudge films, but I promise you, there's going to be.
Please don't. Look, all I'm asking is no swords and sandals. That's all I'm asking, dude. Like, just please, for the love of all that is holy, do not do it to me, please, because I will walk in this thing like just bags under my eyes, like, oh God, this hell that we watched. Be the positive one.
Nope. Yeah. There's an Ewok movie in our future. Just so you
Fuck.
know.
Yes. Yes.
There is.
I still remember seeing
I
that
want to
as a
see
kid.
Sindel and Wicket. And, you know, I want to, yeah. I want
It might be nice to see Warwick Davis in something that's good for a change.
I want to see,
Oh man, that Willow was brutal.
what's the guy?
Yeah, that I will admit, I will agree. Out of everything that you guys are talking, we're like, I hate. I agree with you on Willow. Willow was horrible. That was.
Did you see that they canceled National Treasure too?
I
saw that.
Yeah, they canceled that.
Before we even
Only
got
one
Nicolas
season.
Cage.
Yeah, one season it was out.
Well, I mean, it's because people are finally realizing. Like I said, I don't know what when we were
I
talking.
think I
about
watched
it, but
one or two of those.
I watched the
National
one you guys
Treasure?
told me.
It was terrible.
See, I'm with Brian.
It was that stupid fast rabbit thing from the Ewok.
Oh, it was, he shows up in the Star Tours video, too. It's, Teak. I think his name is Teak.
Oh, the bucktooth rabbit.
Yeah.
It was like the Flash's bastard
they're not-
offspring with a rabbit.
Brian, they're not going to do a remake of 7, 8, and 9. It's already over. They've already showed the the Praetorian Guard in Mandalorian, so they've connected it to the sequels.
And the clones.
It's a done deal. We're already going straight to hell with this whole thing.
The Emperor's Royal Guard in Return of the Jedi, that was the red guys with the spears.
Yeah,
That was the original incarnation of those.
yeah. Well, those are the ones that we got to see the extraordinarily terrible fight scene in The Last Jedi.
I like the new the new troopers in the Mandalorian. I thought they looked cool. I was like, those look dope.
It was stupid because everybody's wearing Beskar, so they're just blasting away at each other, but nobody's getting hurt. It was so dumb. It's just no consequence fighting.
But the cinematography scene that I love the most out of all these episodes that I watched all three of them back to back was the one where
James.
He's walking through
and
everything's going and you can see all the guys there. I love that shot, dude. That was a great shot.
James, you should watch that fight scene in the throne room with Snoke. You should watch that fight scene in slow motion. That fight scene is one of the worst choreographed fight scenes in the history of films. Those guys stand around in the background, like waiting for like 15 seconds for their chance to rush in. There's like blows that don't land, stuff that's missed, that's obvious. It's really, really bad. Everybody was excited when they saw it the first time through, like, on the big screen. But when you go back and you watch somebody do a breakdown of that fight, it is awful. It's awful.
I'm upset because this weekend they're doing the 40th of my favorite Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, dude. That's to this day, when he's just free us or die, and fucking he looks at R2 and does the fucking like that, like my hairs and my dick and everything just stands straight up. I'm just like, oh shit, here we go. And, the music kicks in, he does the flip, and he fucking just starts hacking everyone up.
I think John's hoping to take Dad and Lucas because they've watched Star Wars and Empire, and I think John wants to take Lucas to go see Return of the Jedi for the first time on the big screen and bring Dad with him.
Yeah.
My little generational thing.
I'm gonna. My wife don't know it yet, but I'm gonna sneak the kids out of school, like either on like Monday or probably Wednesday, and then fucking take them to go see it. And shit, like, come on, we're going to see Star Wars.
Yeah, but the thing is it the special?
Did we go see Empire? Was it
you? Yeah, we saw Empire.
With Iggy, with my son and with Iggy, right?
Yeah, we saw Empire.
Yeah, like 5 years ago now, right?
Yeah,
3 years ago.
At least 3 or 4. We at the block.
That was like when they let us in after the apocalypse and whatnot.
Well, Brian, you have to understand that the reason we didn't get to see Luke really as a badass Jedi is because it's been Disney's purpose to ruin Luke Skywalker because they want to replace him. That's their desire. It's intentional. That's why we didn't get to see it.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm upset that Grogu didn't speak and do what you said and start killing everyone and say, ha ha, motherfucker. I was waiting.
No, you are incorrect. He beat 3 Praetorian guards, and then he came up with some Force shit we never saw by eliminating the explosion of a capital ship with just his Force powers making a shield like some fucking Groot thing from the first Guardians of the Galaxy. It's so dumb.
Yes.
It's so dumb.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No, that actually happened on what's his name? I think it was Ezra. Was it Ezra that died at the Rebels?
No, that was Kanan.
Kanan, yeah, it was Kanan. It happened the same thing. Kanan had stopped the whole explosion, saved all their loved ones, and he died.
Huh? What? Was somebody talking?
Yeah. See. Like I said, you have to watch some good stuff here.
Okay.
Sucking out of your ass.
If we all just got along, we'd all be just like.
We're gonna try and get to that stuff now that we've got time.
We don't
just
have
play
time
the
to
Lego
watch
game,
the
Liz.
show.
That's true. Huh?
Did you guys try Barry yet?
Let's play the Lego game.
We played the Lego game and we got through the clone stuff, but they haven't done it for Rebels or the Bad Batch or any of that stuff. So, and they haven't done it for the latter seasons of the clone, like where Ahsoka bails on everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen past that really.
That
I wouldn't blame her for that.
We'll have to go back and I want to go back and watch that.
Yeah, Rebels is good, man. It's
That's
good.
what
They're-
Josh
Yeah.
is. That we're.
I had a little tear come out when I first time saw that. I was like, oh, that's.
Well, James, if
I
it's
saw that episode where she leaves.
James, if it's an expansion of the power to block blaster fire, we've never seen a Jedi with this kind of power before. The best that we've seen before is like Yoda absorbing Dooku's force lightning, or perhaps Vader deflecting Han's blaster bolts. We've never seen like nuclear explosions deflected by a 60-year-old baby.
Like I said, we've seen it already in Rebels.
See,
So
you're breaking it down like scientifically, man. Look, just
We've
have
seen it in
faith,
Rebels.
my
That's-
man,
it already
you know?
happened.
You're breaking it down scientifically because we're watching Star Trek: The Next Generation. Star Trek is technical. Star Wars is fantasy.
Yeah, it's just
So,
it's
he's having a hard
this
time.
is swords
No,
and
but the
sandals
thing is-
in space.
But the thing is that there's rules for this kind of stuff, and what we're seeing Disney do, because they don't respect the lore in any way, they're going so far outside the realm of possibility that the suspension of disbelief is gone. I mean, let's be fair, I was already gone with Grogu like a season ago, but you know, this season was just atrocious. It's
That's
like
true.
so,
Kylo frees a blaster in midair too. That's true.
yes. Okay, so he froze a single blaster bolt in midair, and Grogu deflected a Star Destroyer coming at him. Get out of here!
That's what Darth Vader did. He stopped a Star Destroyer by himself.
All we've seen is that ridiculous scene in Obi-Wan before he fights that douche Reva, where he like holds a ship down with the Force. We haven't seen anything else like anything near this kind of stuff. This is
Because
this
he's
absurd.
that bad.
I thought Grogu needed training, but it turns out that he's stronger than
He
any
trained.
Jedi we've ever
He
seen.
trained.
He
He already trained with.
trained for a week. Okay.
No, he
It was
trained
2
for a
years.
week. That was
Okay,
that was
look.
that was
It
that
was
was
2
the whole
years.
year. What are you talking about?
That's right. It is more training than Ray got.
That wasn't a week. That's a whole year.
They said it was 2 years.
That's 2 years. What are you talking about? Yeah.
I'm just saying, as far as if
And
you
he was
watch
a
it
years
in
in
school.
sequence, if you
2
watch
years.
it in sequence, it seems like 2 weeks.
Obi-Wan Kenobi has a lifetime of training and can't do anything close to that.
Because he's not that strong. He wasn't even as strong as
Look,
Anakin. He can't do a lot of things that Anakin could.
He didn't have a
There's-
ton of midichlorians in him.
Yeah, he's weak in the Force.
Except he beat
Obi-Wan's a
Anakin
white
twice.
man. Come on.
Except he beat
Obi-
Anakin
look.
twice.
in the Chicago Bulls, there was Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, but you know what? There was this other guy named Grant who kind of just like walked around and did things. He was on the championship team. He's considered one of the greatest.
That's true.
But
Star
did he
Killer
really
did
do
bring a
anything?
Star Destroyer down.
Obi-Wan could be that
James,
guy.
is Star Killer canon, or is that part of the legend now
canon.
that Kathleen kicked it out?
No, it's canon.
Are you sure?
Yes,
No, I don't think it is anymore.
it is
That was
canon.
before
I
Disney
think they
took
kicked
over.
it out. It was canon, but they kicked it out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Disney's
Look.
jacked the whole thing. It doesn't make any sense anymore.
I
Who
have
knows? We'll
faith
probably
and
see
love.
Star Killer. He's probably in that the bingo roller debts thing for the next expanded universe guy to come.
Well, I'm sure, and I'm sure we're going to get the real blessing that it turns out the Star Killer is trans, so it'll all make sense.
No, please don't say that. Please
No,
do
you know
not
what's
say that.
coming. You know
Don't,
what's coming. This season
please.
of Mandalorian was filled with lesbian Gina Carano
Please.
and that other frog lady that was in there giving them the scientific breakdown. Yeah, it's coming. Don't worry. Brace yourself.
Don't start
That's
with
right,
that.
James. This is the best part: is arguing about make-believe stuff. Wait till we start talking about comics and who can beat who up.
Bro, I've played the Star Wars role-playing game. The rules are very specific. What we saw in Mandalorian with Grogu is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's just made up. Just made up.
Wow.
I have forgotten more about Star Wars than most people can remember about their families.
All I'm saying is I believe in Star Wars as much as I believe in Fast and the Furious. Same reason why I believe that Dominic Toretto can take a car crash like this, fly out, catch his chick in his hands, and land in the
land
windshield.
on his back on another person's
And-
windshield and walk away with nothing broken.
No scratch, no nothing, and give a fucking pussy with dripping wet line, just where he goes, because I love you, and then every girl went, ah! Like,
James,
I'm telling you, dude.
James, your mistake was continuing with the D6 system. The D20 system from Wizards is
the
better.
new Star Wars.
It's more clear.
D20.
Look what someone came and brought me to at my garage sale. Check this out. I thought of you guys.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Where is he?
That's the new stuff. Josh doesn't like stuff.
Okay, they gave it to me. I got a.
Actually, that Essentials kit is kind of cool.
Sorry, I don't play the bastardized versions.
I got a monster manual.
It's super woke, dude.
I got a player's book.
You probably have the Dungeon Master's Guide.
You got all the essentials to play the stuff that all of the blue-haired weirdos are playing.
Yeah, that's literally what it was.
Yeah, Brian, you're right. Yep, Brian, I agree.
I've never seen that Essentials kit before for it.
Yeah, that's the newest edition of D&D. We quit 2 editions ago. So.
We just quit playing the new edition.
Right, we didn't expand to the new stuff. We were like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Well, what do I put it as? Because I don't want it. So fucking, what do I put it as for sale?
You can list it as the 5th edition core rule books.
Yeah.
Core, okay.
At least for the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Monster Manual, and the Player's Handbook. The Essentials kit is probably something different, and I don't really know what's contained in there. So.
Yeah, it's the core. It's the core books.
We can crack that bitch open. So it's already open.
So James, so this is the thing. I used to play 2nd edition D&D. This is probably going to be too nuanced for most of you guys, but
yes, we're 3.5 players.
Yeah. So the thing is I didn't want to make the transition from 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons to 3rd edition, but what hooked me was the Star Wars one, because it was clear that the D20 Star Wars was a superior system to the D6 version that was by West End Games before. And then someone pointed out to me while we were playing Star Wars, they're like, the new D&D is just like this. And I remember very clearly that moment where I stopped what I was doing.
Yeah.
I looked down at my Star Wars books, and I turned and I looked over at my D&D books, and I was like, fuck, I got to sell it all and buy the new stuff.
It's true.
And that was like, several $1,000s worth of material. I got rid of almost all of it and went in whole hog for 3rd edition. I never looked back, really. But it was rough. It was rough. It's hard when you realize that your hobby has to change in a radical way in order for you to improve.
You think he's cranky about the Star Wars movies? Imagine the transition. That was, what ran around our 5-year marriage?
Yeah,
between
like
5
that.
and 10 years of being married.
No, it was about 5 years.
It was rough. Especially since we just got done completing, basically buying you the entirety of what you were missing from 2nd edition.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of stuff that he was missing, and we hunted it all down. We bought it all. He had a complete collection of all of it, and then that happened. And
Nando.
Shit. So.
Which friends are you going to bed?
Later, Nando.
Later, man. Vegas, baby. That's right.
He's going to bed his friends.
He's going to bed, my friend.
You need a comma there, bud.
He's gonna bed my friend. Yeah.
That's why we party with Nando. You know what I'm saying? He takes us to bed, dude.
Nice. Yeah. Josh knows everything nerdy about role-playing stuff.
Well, not everything, but a lot. I know a lot. Unfortunately.
Hey, dude. I like doing it too, but everyone gets mad at me because I don't like following the rules. Like I tried to come up with my own. I found one. Look.
Well,
Where'd it go?
I told you guys when we come out in September, man, we'll do a D&D game together. I'll treat you right.
I don't want Archer anymore. I found this one. I want this to be my character. I'm gonna call him El Super Senor. Super
What's up with
Senor.
his head shape?
I'll see what I
Dude,
can do for
It's bad. I know,
His head's
but, hey,
pretty rough, dude.
It was quarter. It was a quarter, so I got it. Okay.
Is his cape broke?
No, his head's broke. Watch, I think.
Do you have? Hey, Fuzzy, if you ever
James,
run
I'm the
across
only
any
one
more
that
of those
saw it.
Dinosaur Legos, let me know. I need them all. I don't have
All
any.
right. I literally just got a box that I didn't open. I was like, fuck, tomorrow I'm gonna do a show just literally opening the box. Where I'm like, does anybody need these things? And it looks like a bunch of Ninjago. So
Cool.
He says that's not broke, it's a feature. As if you want Superman to give you a little head.
Whoa!
don't talk about my hero that way, goddamn.
So James, as far as Evil Dead goes, I was the only one that saw it, and I liked it. It wasn't comedy slapstick horror. It was just horror. I think that the makeup was outstanding. The effects were amazing. I think it was a great horror movie. It didn't have a Raimi feel at all, but it did. I still felt like it kept true with, like, if somebody was trying to do that story and make it be pure horror and not have it have the you're a goody two shoes part of it, then I think it held true. I like the Necronomicon. I liked what happened with the amount of people that lived. Yeah, right?
My kid came around to want to watch the new one.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I dug it too. And I knew it was going to be different, and I went into it like kind of skeptically and, worried that it was going to jack up, what had happened previously. And I think if they had tried to inject some kind of thing into it, then they probably would have. But, honestly, every character that seemed like they lost their purity to me, then they just became a deadite and died. So I was glad that the right people lived and the right people died too.
I've been watching. All I've been doing.
I didn't catch any cheese in it.
Bad movies. That's all I've been doing. Like trying to watch as many bad movies as I can. I don't know why. I watched Miss March. Did you guys ever see Miss March? Where the guy he hits his head and he's a virgin and he's about to go score with his girl, and his buddy gets him drunk and he falls down some stairs and he knocks himself out, and then he wakes up 5 years later and the girl he was going to lose his virginity to is Miss March. And so they go to the Playboy Mansion to go see her and why she dumped him. It was like in the late 90s. Like it was the American Pie, after effect of American Pie. And it was right when The Girls Next Door was starting to come out and stuff. It was like right in that little. Was
Stifler in it?
Legend. They had a guy that was like Stifler, but Stifler wasn't in it. No, that's Road Trip. He looked like a cheap
the Wish version
of Jim Carrey. No, he looked like a cheap version of Jim Carrey, but it had like 3 scenes where I was like, oh, this is why I remember this movie. Okay, I remember that and shit. And then I let HBO decide what was going on next, and I just followed it down the line and just watched one bad movie after another. It was awesome.
So we know the story behind that. He told us about why.
Yeah, when we went to Bruce-A-Rama, Brian, Bruce explained that they were going to do that for the next season of Ash versus the Evil Dead, but the series got canceled mainly because it was like one of the most pirated shows on the web at the time, and so the show wasn't making any money from streaming. So they basically just canceled the show. But their intent was to do the future of what happens to Ash.
Well, that's a bummer, right? Because they like if something was good and it came out during a time when every different service is trying to come up with their tentpole for streaming, like what did I watched I thought I watched all of them, but I at least caught the first season of Ash versus Evil Dead. What was it on? I don't remember.
Stars. And then it switched over to Netflix.
Yeah,
and I think I got Stars just to watch that. But then once that was done, there was nothing else to watch.
Yeah.
So it's rough, right? Like in order for
it was 3 seasons.
These streaming services to work, there needs to be like
no, but the difference is like
enough
I've been
shit
saying
to see.
I've been saying it for a while is that you can't really make money. Like, okay, so the reason why like like we're getting a writer's strike coming soon and stuff like that is because these streaming services, you can't give a guy $30 million to go make a fucking, a movie or something like that and expect to make that back on streaming. Because once it's digital, it's the easiest way to pirate something. It's easier than getting a DVD and burning it. Like, it's that easy to do it. Like, so you can't make money on it. The only way you can make money is, like we were saying before, is if it's in the theaters. Then you still have to follow that. Still works. If you're going to make movies, you have to do it that way. And Ash is expensive. You know what I mean? I watched that. I've watched it. Like, that's on my list of shows that's always on repeat. And there's always some, cool special effect going on. You know what I mean? Or, like in the first season, it's very Raimi-ish. Low budget, you know what I mean? But it still looks like $1 million. Like it had all the tropes that it needed to have. Second season, it started to go a little more sillier, which I was happy with. I loved it. And then the third one, it just went like, whoa, like really big. So if they're going to try to do an apocalyptic one, it's going to cost a shit ton, because you got to fucking, that you can't go outside and just start shooting. You know what I mean? You're going to have to design that. You're going to have a person build that for you. Even with green screen, you still have to have someone build that in a computer and shit like that. It costs money. So it's not, when you see a movie like even the one we just watched, Secret of My Success, right? Like, that whole movie is in a building. You know what I mean? Like, you can literally rent a building out for 2 months and shoot there, take a couple months off, and still go back and shoot some more, and it doesn't look like anything changed. That's cheap. It's easy. Not cars driving, fucking blowing shit up and going after deadites and stuff. Like, Evil Dead, I know cost a shit ton of money to make. And it's going to make its money back, because it's at the theater and people want to go see it and shit. So that's why we're seeing streaming services cutting everything, because they're not making the money.
In the vein of Evil Dead, there's a show, I think it's on Netflix still. It's called Stan versus Evil.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
No, it's called Stan versus Evil, and I'll send you guys a preview link to it. It was really good. It was really, really good, and it very much had a Raimi feel to it for sure. James, Stan versus Evil. It was good. It was one of them shows that was on one random, maybe Hulu. I don't remember what it was, but it was about this sheriff whose wife was like undercover, like a voodoo queen or something.
Is this the one where it takes place in like a small town and he's like everybody there is like witchcraft or something like that, or they're the family that's supposed to kill, like get rid of
loosely. He was like an ancestor of somebody who like killed a witch or something. You know what?
It takes place in some weird, like, I want to say like some weird Alaskan or Oregon, like not backwoods, like South backwoods, but like, a small like forest town or some shit like that.
I don't think it's West Coast. I think it's like somewhere where they burned witches. One of the Salem-y spots.
Gotcha. I think my dad saw that show, and I was over there once when he was watching it, I remember seeing the preview for it. It looked pretty funny. Yeah, his family are witch hunters, and he ends up marrying a witch.
He doesn't know. He's just a sheriff.
Okay.
And his wife kept all the witchcraft shit in line, but then she died. And then when she died,
and his daughter comes home.
His daughter is grown and was just kind of always at home.
Okay.
Anyways, when his wife kind of hid all the supernatural from him, and then when she died, what's that?
Wasn't it down like in the basement, and then he goes and finds all this shit about it?
Yeah, maybe not a basement, but her she shed or her hidden room.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had all the info and magic weapons in a secret room.
Yeah, you know what? I either saw an episode of it, or I saw the preview for it, or something, or I was over at my dad's. It sounds like something my dad would watch, and yeah, okay, yeah. You know what? That looked like it was a lot of fun. I wanted to go back and rewatch that one because that one.
It was good. It was good.
It was just enough goofy, but it was Yeah, that would look like fun. I think you'd like
was
that
good.
one, actually.
I'm telling you guys, watch Barry, dude. That's the show, dude. This is the last season. It's fucking amazing. I'm pissed that they're ending this series, dude. It's so good.
I wanted to watch American Gods. James, he had mentioned American Gods. I wanted to
That's
see
the thing.
that.
All of these services, when the streaming wars happened, they all have like one great show. But then I'm not going to keep paying $20 a month for your service once I see that one show.
There's a new show in Paramount Plus. I just finished watching the series. It's called Rabbit Hole by
Kiefer Sutherland.
I just finished watching the whole series today. So good.
I heard that one was a good one.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's really good. And it's only like 8 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. You guys should watch
it. Our commercials when we're watching Star Trek because that's on Paramount Plus too.
You should put it on your list because it's a really good show.
It's
There's that other one called Yellow Jackets that I wanted to see.
I want to see that too. That looks good. I've heard a
What-
lot of
what's
good
that
things
about?
that.
But that's
I don't know, but the thumbnail has a yellow jacket trying to sting some chick in the eyeball. That's fucking. It looks dope.
It's the I think they were like a soccer team, right? And they crashed in the plane crashed when they were kids.
The girls team, and they crash someplace, but the place that they crash in, it has some kind of weird like effect on them. And I think there's cannibalism that gets involved, but then they get saved and then they come back home, and it's like a small town, and so they never really leave, and they all kind of
and they're all adults now.
Yeah, and it goes back and forth between like them as a kids and them as adults. So it's like Christina Ricci and Juliette Lewis is in it, and
Paramount Plus has been bringing some good stuff. Like
it looks
that Tulsa King is really good too.
Did you guys see Arnold's new show?
That's what's his face, right? Sylvester Stallone.
So the Sylvester Stallone one, that's really good too. I just finished watching it last week. The whole series.
Many shows. Oh my god!
Arnold's got a show coming out about him retiring from the FBI, but then he finds out his daughter is in it, so he goes back into it, and it's supposed to be like a comedy and shit.
I haven't heard about that one.
Yeah, Paramount's bringing out some good stuff right now.
So the Schwarzenegger thing is kind of like a biopic or something.
It's a fantasy biopic, I believe.
I hope they put the Mexican maid that he banged with. It'd be great.
Good lord.
That. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that Elijah Wood was in Yellow Jackets. I knew there was another guy in there that about that. And James, when you bring up Severance, the first thing I think of is that British movie, that British horror movie called Severance. Pretty funny.
This is a waterfall of different shows coming out. I don't know. They're gonna have to cross over. I'm not gonna pick up any more services than I currently have. I got
all of them.
I'm watching on MGM Plus right now. They're doing the Amityville horror documentary mixed in with about the movie. Like, so they have the real people it happened to, and then they're telling the story and using clips from the movie to describe it and shit. And
yeah, that Mayor Kingston is badass. 2 seasons already. It's pretty good. From Hawkeye.
Jeremy Renner's like he's doing okay now.
He's killing it. That show is really good.
Since he got ran over by the fucking snow machine. Jeremy Renner was fucked up. His eyeball popped out. He broke like 40 bones. Jeremy Renner was fucked up. Like he almost died.
He's just walking with a cane now.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty good.
1923. That was like the ghost ship one, right? I think they canceled that already.
No, it's the prequel to Yellowstone.
Yeah, that's another good show. Yeah.
That's another one I want to watch too.
That's another good show. I saw the whole thing. It's really good. But like I have like right now I have Paramount Plus, but it's a bundle. So I have Paramount Plus, and it gave me
Showtime.
Showtime. So I was like, shoot, for $10 for both, yeah, I'll take that. And then I have the bundle for Disney, Hulu, and ESPN Plus
Yeah.
for like $10, I think it was. I'm like, I'll take that. So I have a bunch of good bundles that I don't have to be. And then HBO, I'm borrowing someone's password for the HBO one.
I think we have
Borrowing.
Disney Plus and all the bundles. We've got HBO. We have
Paramount.
Paramount Plus. We have Netflix.
I have Netflix. I have
Amazon.
Peacock.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
I don't have
I
Peacock.
think we just got Peacock.
I don't have Paramount. I
See,
don't
now
have
you can watch
Peacock.
wrestling with us, dude.
Oh yeah, wrestling. You can watch wrestling on Peacock. But I use it for a lot for soccer. So Peacock has all.
Apple
Dude,
TV. Does anybody have Apple TV? Is that
I think
like
James does.
a thing or
Yeah,
not?
these guys who were telling us to watch the HBO Max is changing to Max. The people telling us to watch Severance have Apple TV, but
Well,
I'll listen. I'll
an
get
app.
Apple TV when I get an iPhone.
I have an app on my phone that lets me watch anything. So it just doesn't have subtitles. So whenever we watch Indian movies, I can't use it. But
It's called
other than that,
The Reason That Ash vs. Evil Dead got canceled app.
no, that one is not why, because I told you my philosophy. If it's good, I buy it. I literally had stacks of TV series that I bought on DVD just to fucking, have in my collection, like to show the support and stuff. I still own, ladies and gentlemen, The Cosby Show.
There you go.
I didn't burn it.
I have a
I have the
Cosby
whole
children's
series.
book.
I love The Cosby Show, dude. I was like growing up, that was my show, dude. Yeah, I said it. I know what he did, and I can't watch it now. I get it, but
I
love the
watch
Cosby.
clips every now and then. I'm so in the Cosby Show.
That's got to be so horrible to the co-stars to lose their residuals over that. When you get a show that gets into, the deal, Fuzz. When a show gets into syndication, like Raven Simone, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Felicia Rashad, all those people they're all like, it's as if they had been the most serial rapist person ever too. I should try to go and have whoever did Jim fucking Superman's mustache go do that over Cosby.
I used to always, like, when the whole thing happened, I would still watch it when it would come on, like, randomly. But then I was watching one of those documentaries about it, and they had one of the actresses saying she was one of the girls that got met. And that was one of my favorite episodes, the one she's in. And I'm like, God dang it, dude. So, like, whenever I watch it, I'm like, I can't watch this, dude. Like, he's literally about to rape her in real life. Like, this is fucked up. So, yeah, I can't watch The Cosby Show anymore, but he has all the services, dude. He's got all the money to get all them services. The Albert shows, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fat Albert.
John, you're just watching all the TV shows. You're not helping us in Mirrorverse anymore. Is that how it is? He'll know what we mean.
Oh, fun times.
Oh,
Fun
man.
times.
No, the one I watch that no one watches, they don't have it on any streaming network. The only time you can see it is if you have the old antennas to the TVs and turn it on that weird UHF channel that's on there. Hardcastle McCormick, dude. It's one of my all-time favorite. That's one of my all-time favorite shows ever, dude. And I had to buy the box set of it just so I could watch it. Shit was $120, dude. I was pissed. I was like, fuck. And I'd still watch. Like, the kids literally know the theme song, and they fucking groan when they hear the theme song come on. They go, oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. That's too funny.
Yeah, some of them theme songs from the 80s shows. I was watching a YouTube thing where they played theme songs from 80s shows, and I did better on the 80s shows than I did on the '90s shows.
Those are
Oh,
my
because, like-
lullabies.
Oh, they're the best, man.
Like I literally like Charles in Charge, dude. You know you're an '80s kid, dude. If you fucking know the thing.
Charge of my days
And our nights.
And it's true.
That shit was badass. Or
Something about
even
Wrong and Right.
would you like to swing
Swing
on
on
a
a
star?
star.
Boy?
That-
Would you
that's
like
Burt
to
Reynolds
talk
was
with
the dad,
Fuzzy?
but Burt Reynolds was the dad on that one.
Oh yeah,
The box was just that
it was just the
glowing
head,
glow.
yeah, the little box.
It's like that crystal in the box, Dad.
That- What made me laugh was I fell down the road. I was working at this like we were doing, it was like a movie set, and we had like off time, and literally all I had to do was just sit there and wait, right? So I'm on YouTube and I'm flipping through it, and I had found Rad on there, and I was like, oh shit, they got Rad on here, and I like watched the whole movie because it's the greatest movie. It came out in the '80s, but we'll talk about that on that other show we do. And and I'm looking on there, they had Small Wonder. I was like, oh my god, fucking Small Wonder.
Yes.
And again, it's that theme song, right? You hear it, she's a
She's a
small, and you
wonder.
get excited. You're like, yeah, I love this show.
Mr.
Dude, that show
Belvedere.
sucks. That show sucks. Small Wonder sucks, dude. Like, it's
No,
horrible.
no.
Oh my god, it was so bad. And I was like, and then I went and saw Mr. Belvedere. That still kind of holds up. You know, it's
Drinks
got
on the
some-
China. Never seen
Never
before.
met before.
Okay. When the drop hits the jacket, as he came through the door, no one's there.
No one there, but sometimes they. It sounded like the frog from fucking Looney Tunes was singing it, and no one cares.
That's right.
Oh, just a good old boy.
Oh,
Never
Yeah,
meaning
that-
no harm.
Cooter's Place is out here in Tennessee. It's just like an hour away from us.
my children, dude, know the Dukes of Hazzard only as the Yeehaw show. That's what they know. They like literally like that's what they. So like we would be driving, and like, you know, it was like right at the time when everyone was losing their mind over the fucking, you know, the General Lee and shit. And I remember I was like, my kid had all the toys, like I bought him all of them, and I kept going like, I can't let him outside with this shit. Like he wanted me to take it to school. I
On
was like,
screen here, I reach to the side.
Safe to play with them out here. Send them our way, Fuzzy.
there you go. Awesome.
Bo Duke.
Oh yeah, and dude, like as much as everyone talks shit, dude, like about the movie, the first movie, I love that shit. That gave me a feel of the old show because it had no plot and it was just a fucking car jumping. Like every 10 minutes, I was just like, yes, this is what I want.
Yeah, fun
Yeah.
times.
I would be at Cooters all the time.
Even the shows that didn't even have any words to it. Da, 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 da.
Dude, the 18. Oh yeah. Even the chat, but even like fucking dude, I think it was this week or last week, they had a Transformers the movie reunion in Florida. They had Stan Bush, the musician,
You
who
got
did
the
all the
touch.
fucking dude. I was like, before I
got
saw
the
where it was,
power.
I was buying
That's what
tickets
it
for
is,
me and my
Josh.
kid. I was like, oh my god, dude, we gotta go to this thing. I'm gonna fucking be like that old man going.
Have you guys seen Cybertronic Spree?
Nuh-uh.
Dude, Cybertronic Spree. Oh my god. You know what? Fuck.
Is that like a band that's all Transformers?
It is. They cosplay
I've
like
heard of them.
Transformers and they
Yeah.
play You Got the Touch.
John showed me that. Lucas watches those guys.
Yeah, they do. Oh, they're so good.
Yeah,
And they're
They're-
dressed like
they're-
Hot Rod and RC and Rumble and the drummers like Unicron. It's dope, dude.
Yeah, John showed me that, and because Lucas found it, and Lucas started watching those videos of those guys. He's like, "Who
That's
are these
awesome.
people?" So then it prompted him to start watching the Transformers cartoon.
I'm gonna show it to my kid, dude. He loves that's his jam right there, dude. His fucking Transformers. Like he's counting down until Rise of the Beast. He keeps telling me he'll walk downstairs and go, Dad, there's only like 50 days left. I'm like, okay, all right, buddy. Like fuck it. Like good. And then like today they announced in wrestling that they're making a new belt, right? Like a new championship belt. my fucking kid screamed upstairs like as if fucking he was being raped or something like that. And I go running up there. I'm like, what's wrong with you, dude? And he's like, we're getting a new bed. It's like, Jesus, I gotta go walking away, and he's following right behind me. Okay, Dad, so it could be this guy, it could be this guy, it could be this guy, and this guy, and this guy. And Dad, you know there's only gonna be 49 days till the Transformers, so it's gonna be like right around the same time. It's gonna be awesome. I was like, oh my God, please, God, fucking kill this kid. Shit.
I don't know if you guys can hear this.
You got the touch. You got the power.
Unfortunately, yes.
That was horrible.
That is awesome.
After all is said and done, you never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You got to move.
Dude, I still remember watching Boogie Nights, that scene they showed right there where he's fucking doing the recording of his song, and he sang that song. I like screamed out loud in the movie theater. I was like, oh, Transformers. People were staring at me and shit. I'm like, my bad. My nerd flag flew in this porn movie. All right, I'm sorry. Let's do this.
My God. That's too funny.
No, they're good though. They're good. I want to go see them live. It's they weren't even on stage there. That was some thing that they did. That was just the easiest one for me to pull up at the drop of a hat. But they do like Dare to Be Stupid. These are just weird, quirky songs, and they have like a whole set and they do stuff. And I don't know, it looks fun. And it looks like their cosplay is good, but it's replicatable. I don't know, it inspired me to go try to be a Transformer at one of these cons, but
They have a band out here in LA that does like glam rock covers, and they come out like all glam rocked out. And like when you go to the show, my buddy Rudy, when he used to work for the Playboy Mansion, this is where everyone would go to these shows. So it'd be like all these like B, C level playmates showing their boobs. It was like if you ever wanted to go back to the 80s and go to a glam rock show, this was it. Like you walked in the doors of this bar and it was fucking big hair.
it smells like hair.
It was awesome, dude. Like I remember I walked in and I was just like, oh fuck yes, dude, this is awesome. And the guy comes out, are you ready to ride? I was like, oh my God, yes, dude. Awesome. I can't remember their name though. I'll put it in the text where
did you bring your mullet back?
Shit. No. I let that was when I had spikes. There had spikes on my hair.
That's when he spent all of his paycheck on Aquanet to get the right look.
That's right. Damn right, dude. I still had that coiffed comb over when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Dude, but it had like the Jason Priestley. You know what I'm saying? The big poof right there.
Pompadour.
I walked in the room and you heard.
No.
That's right. I always wanted to be Dylan, but I was more of a David. You know what I'm saying? Dude, did you guys finally watch the 90s show?
No.
There's literally an episode where she talks about how like her life is like 90210, and Brian Austin Green comes back and plays himself like old and shit, but as fucking him. Like that part, right? Because me and the kid rewatched it, and I was like, "That's funny." I didn't catch that last time. That's funny.
No, wasn't feeling that one. People who know that what I don't like told me to stay away from it.
I know. I told you guys not to watch it because I knew you guys would hate it because I barely liked it. But, you know. And again, it's just a continuation.
Well, that's the thing, right? If you tell us not to watch something, we know damn the fuck well not to go watch it.
Because I only pick winners, okay? Fucking rad. All right? Fucking, do I need to say anything else? I don't need to say anything else. It changed Josh's life. He went and bought a BMX bike because of it, dude. You know, fucking doing tricks, dude. Sending him in an angel and shit.
More lies. The worst.
Give up. Give up.
Was not the worst. I'm telling you.
No,
Did you
you're
guys
right.
watch that trailer for the Dirt Bike Kid that I sent you guys?
The horrible?
Dude,
It was so bad.
it was so bad, and it just, but it made, like, anytime I see that trailer, it was always ahead of Rad, so I'm always like, I can't watch Rad without seeing this trailer first and shit, because it just feels weird. But the Dirt Bike Kid.
Yeah, he'll shoot his eyes out. It's no secret of my success, that's for sure.
That is
No.
correct.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of responsibility this week, or for next week, because we got 2 weeks, right? We'll go live. We'll still go live next week. You guys will be, but I don't think you can handle homework with Arizona. So
No movies.
I want to try to, when me and Havoc are out there, I'm going to try to film us a lot and get some stuff with Greg. Hopefully get him trashed. Like, can I post this?
that'd be cool.
Oh, I'm gonna go to some of the, because the following weekend is Free Comic Book Day, I think. Let's check out
Free comic book again? Oh, Cinco de
Free
Mayo,
Comic
right?
Book Day is gonna be like out in the south. See what the shops out here, how they do it.
Miles was turning 16 in like 6 days.
Dang.
Crazy.
Wow,
I know,
you
mine-
old.
Mine turned 16 at the end of May. Or middle of May.
Damn.
Yeah.
So he's a sophomore?
Yep.
Wow.
Hey, did you guys see that my other kid won fucking the jury prize at the
Yeah.
talent show thing, dude? That was even crazier. And that kid had moves. I was like, damn, he's my quiet one. I was like, dude, I was like, you look just like your dad.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
James, 16.
So New Year's Kisses were 6 or 5.
Yep.
Yeah, they're little. Miles is little. Now, have you seen Miles lately?
No.
He's like 5'11", like 200 pounds.
I
He's a
remember when
fuck-
Miles first started coming into Fat Collectibles. He was like,
And he was a skinny little
he
boy.
was this little twig thing.
Yeah, my nephew, he's same age. I think he's gonna be 16 also, or he is. He's about to be 16, and I haven't seen him in a couple of months. And I saw him like last week, and now he's 6'2". He's taller than me. I was like, what the heck? But I told him, I told him aside, I can still kick your ass. So you know that, right?
Right, just make sure you mentally frighten them so
That's
much
right.
Yeah.
that they don't
It's up
think
here.
they can do it.
Yeah.
Then
That kid,
I
that
still-
kid's up big.
I still shake their hand and do the crunch, like, you remember our grandparents and shit,
Yeah.
you'd shake their hand and they would fucking grip it. Like, I still do that to them, and I just look at them, I go, I may be old and I may be small, but I'll still crush your ass.
Right.
That's the thing that they can't account for is old man strength.
Yeah, especially because when you get to be our age and you get riled up enough to start swinging on something, you're not hitting that thing. You're hitting everything that's pissed you off since the last time you hit something. So there's just like 20 years of fucking angst behind every punch.
Well, I think there's
Wait,
also a certain hardening of the muscles that takes place when you get to a certain age. Like there's no longer like that young, supple muscle that you had when you were in high school. It's like this old, hardened, leathery, like old bastard muscle. You know? It's
Yeah,
different.
I think it's just because we're already in pain like all day, so it
We
doesn't
don't care.
fucking matter. You're gonna
Yeah, I don't
add
care.
something to it. Let's
Seriously.
go. Let's keep going.
Seriously.
No, the best one was I showed when I went down the rabbit hole of bad movies. I put on March for Death, Steven Seagal, shit like that, where he goes against the Jamaicans and stuff.
I was
And
gonna
my
say,
kid's
which one is
watching it. My kid's watching it with me, and he's like, all he does is move aside. Like, he keeps stepping aside, like, and everyone falls. He's like, these guys are clumsy and shit. I was like, look at you walk down the stairs and break your fucking leg. I guess it's not that fucking unbelievable, is it? he just shrugged his head. He's like, well, I guess not, dude.
that Steven Seagal movie when he was fighting the Jamaicans. I watched this this podcast where a bunch of people get together and talk shit about Steven Seagal, and he was talking about when he got that part, the main Jamaican guy, when he got that part, he wouldn't have got the part if he would have said that he was American playing Jamaican. So he lied. He lied and he acted Jamaican the whole time. And Steven Seagal was trying to be his buddy. And Steven Seagal does weird shit like he tries to act Jamaican when he talks to the Jamaican people. Or whenever he sees an Asian person, he tries to bow to them. Or whenever he sees a Mexican person, he tries to speak his broken-ass Spanish. Si, mucho gusto. He's fucking... At the end, it was like the last day of shooting. They just wrapped up, and then he let Steven Seagal know that he wasn't really Jamaican, and Steven Seagal just about kicked his ass. He felt all embarrassed. He was like, oh. But he used to do shit he would fuck up the stuntmen. He would fuck up the stuntmen, so the stuntmen didn't want to work for him. He would see people that felt like they threatened him, so he would go and fucking do nut taps on them. Just all that fucking bully ball shit, man.
Well, my favorite dude is Out for Justice, where he's Italian. That's the best one, dude. When he's doing the
Gino?
accent, he's like, "Hey, yeah," he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like the worst Mario imitation you've ever seen in your life, and he's supposed to be a badass dude. And then the best story behind the scenes is look up the Keenan Ivory Wayans one, the Glimmer Man, and when they're talking about making that, he became a Buddhist. So he didn't believe in violence. So he wanted to make an action movie where he didn't kill anybody. And then I was like, what the fuck, dude? No way. And so if you watch that movie now and go in there with that mentality, it's funny. Like, it's legit funny. You're like, oh, did he just talk to everyone throughout this whole movie? I love it, dude.
Yeah, he's my wife met him on an elevator. My wife and my brother-in-law. He tried to offer them a slice of papaya. It's weird. I'm surprised he didn't try to hit my brother-in-law in the nuts. So let's see. I'm thinking like say anything's definitely on the list.
Are we gonna watch it for next week, or are we pushing it out?
No, I don't think Fuzzy's going to be able to catch anything next week. He's got Arizona coming up, so we're going to have an extra. I'll announce what we'll do next week on the live stream. We'll go
Vegas,
live.
bro, not Arizona, Vegas.
I mean, I at this point it has to be Arizona for me. I'm already fucking. I'm already in so far. You know, we never watched Bill and Ted's, have we?
Which one?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
No, we didn't.
Love that movie. That represents my.
You know what? Not
just
only
had that
that,
playing
but that would be another movie with Al Leong in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's
that's
go.
right. He's Genghis Khan, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, the Al Leong collection. Like, in fact, if we
That's
else
what we
is
should
he in?
do is watch all.
We should
his
try to
movies.
finish the Al Leong collection.
Yeah, because we've seen Die Hard, we've seen Lethal Weapon, we've seen Big Trouble. What else is he in besides Bill and Ted? He's in the Golden Child.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember he's one of the henchmen and shit.
I've only seen it once, and it was a while ago. Because
Oh,
Josh would always do that scene where I'll give me
it's
the...
I want
the knife, please.
please.
He would always do that to me. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, that's from the Golden Child. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, what?
That's one of the
So
greatest scenes ever, dude. That one, and then when
Oh,
he's
dude, awesome Asian bad guys.
What?
when he's walking through the tunnel or the thing where he has to walk on the things, and he's like, he goes, there's no floor. You make me think there's no floor, and he drops the coin and he's listening. There's no floor in this bitch.
Is Rapid Fire? Is that Brandon Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that's a badass movie.
Henchman, the Al Leong story. Awesome Asian bad guys. Excellent Adventure.
Dude, there's
Hard Hunted.
Wait. Is there a documentary? Is there a documentary about him?
The Henchman? Let me see.
No, you're saying like that. Yeah, maybe that's it.
The Al
It's
Leong
the Al
story?
Leong story.
It almost comes as an afterthought. He originally is interested in martial arts and then goes right into riding bikes. An insight into the remarkable life and career of Al Leong, an Asian American stuntman and actor trained in martial arts and widely known for his memorable henchman roles in movies. 3.4 out of 5 on Letterboxd, whatever that is. Cast: Dwayne Johnson, Al Leong, Brandon Lee, John Carpenter, Raymond J. Barry, James Liu.
Well, it's just because that's all the people he worked for, probably.
Yeah, they probably interviewed him.
That's an interview.
Yeah.
Oh, that might
I'd
be
check that
interesting.
out.
Let's see. Rapid Fire, Deadly Target, Cage, Last Action Heroes with an S, Steel Justice, Savage Beach. Wow, there's lots of great ones we never saw.
Action Jackson, dude. Oh my God, that's one of my all-time favorites. The Perfect Weapon. That's another
Big
shitty
Trouble.
90s one.
Double Dragon,
Double Dragon.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh my God, Double
Raven,
Dragon.
Return of Black Dragons, Forbidden
Oh.
Warrior.
Forbidden Warrior. There's a movie for Fuzzy right there. Right there.
No. It looks like there's swords and sandals and that shit.
Confessions of an Action Star, Fit to Kill.
He was in Ghost. Is that Ghost?
No, it's The Ghost.
Oh. I was like, hey.
Yeah, he's in a lot of movies.
Beverly
Martial
Hills Cop
Outlaw,
3.
Stuff we never
Showdown
heard
in
of.
Little Tokyo,
Showdown in Little Tokyo, yes. Another Brandon Lee great.
Beverly
Tough Blood
Hills
Club,
3.
Death by
Death
Midnight,
Warrant.
Death Warrant. Death Warrant.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 3,
Yeah.
He plays
Dolph
in the
Lundgren.
beginning.
Army
in-
of
he's-
One.
He's right in the beginning in that part where they're in the chop shop.
Hunted, Protocol, Lethal Weapon 4. Lethal
Oh
Weapon
yeah,
4?
he's one of the Asian guys that get killed on the roof.
So he's in number 1 and number 4?
Yep.
He's in.
He survived?
He's a torturer in number 1, and he's one of what's his nuts like bad guy henchmen.
He's in Hot
Yeah.
Shots Part 2.
Last Action Hero, Die Hard. She's having a baby? They have an Asian henchman in that one?
He's
Dude,
in
we need to watch
Godzilla.
She's Having a Baby. We need to watch She's Having a Baby because I want to see what he
Scorpion
does in that
King?
movie.
Godzilla, the horrible one with Matthew Broderick?
Oh my gosh.
Twilight Zone, the movie.
The
Fear
Shadow.
Dragon, Running Scared, The Shadow. Los Angeles Plays Itself.
I never saw
Going
the
8th.
Shadow.
Daredevil.
It's all right.
Matt
I
Flex,
never saw the
Daredevil.
Shadow, and I never saw the Phantom.
I like the Phantom. If I had to choose between the two, I like the Phantom more. But it's more like kiddie-ish and shit. So I don't know if it holds up, but I
I've
remember
never
like
seen
a
Daredevil.
lot.
Like,
Steel Justice.
You're
Yeah,
not
that's a
missing
whole
much with
fucking,
Daredevil.
that's a whole adventure in itself. I'm down for like a
what comic
rapid
book store
fire.
did we went to we went to our local comic book store, and the guy was watching Catwoman,
Oh my
and
god.
Josh gave him so much shit for it. It was funny.
The Halle Berry version. I was like,
Oh.
my God.
Who watches that?
Well,
Some
so
guy at the local comic book store
So
had it on there.
I asked him, why the hell would you do that? And he said that what he was doing was he was watching all of the DC comic book movies chronologically in order. So he
Wow.
was up to Halle Berry's Catwoman. So there's a lot more to go, you know.
Wow.
Oh my god, I'd
Easy.
rather go to the dentist.
Yikes.
Even Fuzzy can't give a good spin on that movie.
That
dude.
was
I mean,
Thankfully, that was one of the ones I had.
it's like if you're gonna watch like Daredevil or Elektra, you know, it's like Jesus.
Here's the thing, I missed Daredevil. I didn't see Daredevil. I didn't see Elektra, Phantom, The Shadow. I didn't see Green Lantern. I
That
didn't
was
Further
see
be
pretty
the
bad.
hell of the horny dragon.
Ghost Rider.
I saw Ghost Rider. I like.
I like-
Rider.
I like
first
Daredevil.
one.
I was. It's like watching Aquaman.
Shut your mouth, James.
All right, that's a high note. It's 11:02. My East Coast folks.
James,
Thanks for joining us.
sent us out on a high time on there. How come you're not
Once
on
again,
the show
everybody
with
with us, thanks for talking shit again. Love you guys.
Love,
See you next
peace,
Monday.
and chicken grease. Love.
Gracias
Good
de
night,
pollo.
guys. Take
All
care.
right.
us? Have fun in
Thank
Vegas.
you.
Don't hurt yourselves.
Woo!
Or if you do, come back with a good story.
Ugh.